Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. Everybody's reacting to Shane did a great job and made a sign. I am renting out, because my new book is coming out October 29th. I'm renting out Mike Picchetti's new chin. Mike Picchetti's second chin. It says Artie Lange's new book, Crash and Burn.
Very subtle, very subtle.
Pre-order it on Amazon.com. It's out October 29th. Hey, you know, I want to take a pic. By the way, great stand-up comedian is going to join us now for the last couple segments. Dante Nero. Dante, what's up, buddy?
What's happening, man?
How you doing, man? Let me just get a picture. Oh, this might go viral.
It's so subtle and just it looks classy.
It is like, you know, it's some kind of ad, but you don't know what.
Right. It's barely there. It's almost disguised, camouflaged.
It's all about subtlety.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's all about subtlety. Perfect.
Pure class.
Professional.
Very ergonomic looking as well. I mean, just comfortable.
Yeah.
Feels good, Mike?
Yeah, I'm good. The best advertising is subtle advertising.
Yeah. Almost, yeah. You almost don't know it's there.
Yeah.
But afterwards you think, man,
Like, see?
Artie's book.
That's going viral.
There you go.
Give it up. I know Dante forever. He's a great friend
Now,
of me.
Dante, how do you know Mike? And
Mike is probably one of the nicest guys I know, but he has a flame of hatred that flows.
He
He's
gets
an
mad.
angry dude.
Wait, so
mad, I know.
what have you seen? When did you see this? How did it manifest itself?
Dante knows I can hide it well.
Yeah, he hides it, but he's
no, but we've all
Not
seen him.
always.
We've all seen him go nuts.
He's such an angry, he's a sweetheart, but he's an
What did he do?
He was supposed to get the Letterman audition.
Oh, right. What happened with that, Mike?
And he lost his mind. And he's like, how
did you lose
kill
it?
him, I cut him, I
For the
cut him.
Tonight Show, I waited over 4 years for it. And they just,
Well, what happened?
they had people on the list for it. It's not fun. You guys would be
I'm
kicked
sorry.
off.
I'm just
serious, right?
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing at you. I was just.
We're comedians.
See, you can really get him pissed off.
I was just thinking of
What
something
happened?
else.
Give me the
that made me
details.
laugh.
Made me wait forever.
Who did? Stuttering John, right?
No, not John or those guys at Brooklyn had nothing to do with it.
Well, so who screwed you over?
I don't know who. Somebody in the.
I think it was Eddie Brill.
Somebody in the cubicle in L.A. that just ballless idiot.
So one person ended up screwing
I'm
you
sure
over?
one person always does put the kibosh in you.
He doesn't really know, but it's just that he didn't get it.
No, one person does put the kibosh in you. You never know who that coward is.
See, he's going.
Yeah.
He's going
Yeah, he's
in.
nuts
He's
already.
going in.
Worked up.
No, it's happened to everybody in this.
It has, Mike. It has. It's happened to me, I know.
Some
gotta
faceless coward that you can't even confront.
You got to give him a hug when he gets like that. You just got to give him a good,
Now, have
nice
you had
hug.
to do that?
Yeah, I give Mike hugs all the time.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
nice. Can I see one of those hugs? You two hugging must be great.
Mike, you want a hug?
Okay, but what about my advertising, Don?
Yeah, I don't want to mess that up.
Maybe
you know.
after.
I'll give you a hug later, Mike.
Thank you, buddy.
After the show.
Yeah, please, guys, don't screw up my life.
Any other times Mike has lost it? You heard Mike lose it on Beth, correct? Have you heard that?
No,
We had a caller.
Yes,
Beth.
yeah, I heard him lose.
You
on
did
Beth.
hear it? You didn't hear that. You
I
were
wish-
for that.
No, I heard. I watched the show.
Oh, okay.
I wish Beth would call back
Yeah.
in. I
No,
know
she
that
got
Mike
scared
feels-
off.
No,
Well, that's
Beth-
the thing. I think we've lost her forever.
No, Beth was one of those clowns from Dog Saloon. I know who those guys are.
You think she was a troll?
She looks like.
Now, here we go. So, guys, I just tweeted it. Go to my Twitter if you want to see the Mike's second chin where we advertised. And I just tweeted out, I rented out, it's a picture of it, and it says, I rented out Pochetti's second enormous chin to advertise my new book, Crash and Burn, pre-order on Amazon. But
That's nice of you to allow
working.
that, Mike.
It is, but it's working. You're a good friend.
Yeah.
Of course, I'd walk on fire for my
But
friend.
now, tomorrow, what are you thinking? How much money you want for the whole show tomorrow? I mean, well, no, that's ineffective. It's Saturday, Monday.
I don't care. You know what? You're a great friend. How can I charge you money for you?
How much to
help
wear
me?
that and walk around Central Park for like a day?
Well, that's the thing. I think you need to do a henna tattoo, something that actually stays there and you can move with a little better.
I don't know. You know what?
The henna comes off, Mike.
Yeah, it's not permanent.
it?
Yeah, it comes off.
You think about it.
Whatever,
right?
whatever you
think
need
about
from
it.
me.
That
You
would
know
be
what?
ideal because you would not have that restriction that's so
Listen,
obviously
you know me,
created.
like, no pressure. You think about whether or not you want to be a loyal friend or a disgusting, disloyal slob.
No pressure.
I'm flexible. I don't care.
You got to do the henna. It would look so good, Mike.
Hannah. So Dante, what are you up to, man?
Oh man, I'm doing. I got this podcast that I've been doing.
That's great.
For years.
It's fun, right?
Well, it's been a year now. It's called the Beige Phillips Show. I used to do it on Sirius Radio with Patrice.
Oh yeah, Patrice.
It came out of guys being emasculated.
Yeah.
Like every television show, you have the guy is begging for sex and looking for an apology, and so we used to talk about this on the phone. And how guys need to reclaim their masculinity.
Right.
And that's what the show was really about.
Okay.
So when Patrice passed away, then I picked it up and I started doing the show.
Nice.
I actually was a male stripper for like
Oh,
11
you were?
years. Yeah, I did that for like
Wow.
11 years.
Really?
And I ran a little escort service in my younger years.
Really?
What I like to call a personal manager.
Wait, you ran the service?
Yeah. For me.
Now,
For yourself. You were the escorting.
With a license.
Was your pimp hand strong?
Yeah, my pimp hand stayed, and it was
Now,
hard
now,
keeping those gators down. It was.
how close did you become to Patrice? Did you become very close?
We were best
Yeah.
friends.
What a shocker.
Yeah.
One of the funniest guys ever.
Yeah,
man.
it was a beast.
Yeah,
beast.
yeah.
Beast. Big ripple when he
Absolutely.
passed.
Absolutely. So now, how long did you run an escort service?
I was probably I was about 22 to about 29.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Good
nice. Those are some prime years.
Yes, it was good time.
If you're
Good
going to
time.
have an escort service, I'd pick those 7 years.
And it wasn't something that you don't really end up doing that. It kind of finds you. You never get.
Now, why? How did it find you? You were a customer?
I
a
was
client?
I was actually a male stripper.
Oh, right. Okay, I started.
So
after
I was
that.
doing that, and I started somebody at one of the strip clubs asked me to manage the strip club at the time. So I was managing the strip club.
A male strip club?
A female strip club.
Okay.
Because I know all the female strippers as well. And
How?
right, this was
Different establishment, right?
No, it's the same. Because we worked together. A lot of times, you would hire at that time in the '90s. They'd have a party
Yeah, it's the same people.
where they would have
Yeah, right.
a guy
Oh, okay.
and a girl stripper at a regular, like a co-ed party also. So right around it, I don't know if you remember, Giuliani had passed the RICO law and the vice law.
He got
right?
into that. She was
With
trying
the
to clean
whole
up
thing with-
organized crime, man.
Right, and so you had to have 30%, 40% in strip clubs where you
Yep.
had the legitimate business. And so they brought me in to kind of wrangle the girls in. The girls were having sex in the club, and I was fighting with them every day. Like they give you a lap dance, and then you could have sex with them in the corner. And so every day
In the
I was
corner?
like you'd sit in the corner, they give you a lap dance.
And that
And-
turned into whatever.
And I would fight with them. I was like, could you stop having sex, right? And I was fighting with them, and it was like, clearly there is a business here that needs to be, and that's how I kind of.
Clearly. No, I remember, I wish I was in that strip club where I would constantly go, girls, can you stop having sex with me? Stop. This is crazy. It's against the law. Stop having sex with me. What do I have to do? Anyway, all right. That's great. Well,
That
you're
is an
here.
over-the-top
Do you do a
club.
lot of stand-up on the road now?
I do stuff on the road. I do, I'm all over the city.
What do you got
and stuff.
coming up?
I'm actually, tomorrow I'll be over at the Stand.
Oh, cool.
I'll be
Great
over there
club,
tomorrow.
man. Yeah. Doing some spots there.
Yeah, and it's like it's kind of like that's kind of like my thing now. Like I help anytime somebody has I heard you just got engaged. Congratulations.
I did, yeah, absolutely.
And I heard you're a little nervous about talking to her.
What do you mean? No, it's talking to her. It's awkward. It's a new venture, but I love her so much. So
Right.
We should be all right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I think that is I think in that situation is when you got to work the hardest. When you're pimp ham, it's got to be the strongest.
Oh, yeah.
When you're married,
My pimp hand feels very unstrong.
it feels very unstrong.
We need some help here. Well,
I
we're
have
going to take
no
a break.
pimp hand either.
We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back. The last few minutes of the show, maybe my pimp hand will develop. I might need Tommy John surgery on my pimp hand.
Yeah.
Back with more Dante Nero after these words. Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. talking with the great comic Dante Nero. We've also rented out now Mike's enormous forehead. So I have the actual book cover, a paper copy of the book cover on his forehead, and his second huge chin is some of the stats. Mike, your thoughts?
I feel like the Pope.
Mike, if it sounds like Mike is yelling, it's because he can't really hear anything.
I know. I feel like Helen Keller right now.
Yeah, his headphones have no volume control, so to him it's always exceedingly loud
It's
in
really
there,
too
and now
loud,
he can't
yeah.
remove them or.
Well,
Because
until the end
they're
of the show.
taped
The end of the
on.
show. It's only a few minutes, buddy.
I'm just trying to read lips right now. I'm good though.
It's only a few minutes. You're trying to read lips, so you can't read words.
I can read words.
Dante, I'm sorry you had to see this.
That's Mike. I don't. Yeah.
Now, how long you been doing stand-up for total?
I've been doing it about 13 years.
How old are you?
I'm 47.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
So you started
late.
doing the escort service.
Yeah, I was doing all that stuff first.
Well, that stuff was first.
Yeah.
And so you probably had some great stories, some funny stuff that happened, and you said you probably were telling your friends some funny stories. Like, hey, I'm a funny guy. I'll start some stand-up.
Well, I was actually producing like mail reviews, and I was using like right when Def Jam broke.
Okay.
I was using like Bernie Mac and Mike Epps and Tracy Morgan to open the shows, and that's kind of
So
how
those guys were huge.
Yeah,
What
and
a great idea, because those guys were blue comics who were hilarious.
Yeah.
You know,
and they would kind of open the shows up.
Yeah.
And I'd rent a place in the city of and have 2,000 women in a club.
Wow.
And they would open up.
And that's the market you get to get the broads.
Yeah. And then I would do like I'd do an after party where the guys would come up, and then be all these horny girls after the show.
Oh, yeah.
And
Well, where would you do that? What part of the city?
Like Union Square used to have a place called the Mark Ballroom.
Yeah, sure.
You remember the
I
Mark
know the
Ballroom?
Mark Ballroom,
The Underground Lounge.
Yeah.
Underground.
Yeah, I used to hang at the coffee shop.
The Octagon. Remember the Octagon?
The Union Square had all great. Like I said, like the coffee shop was fun, and
Yeah.
the Blue Water Grill or whatever.
Yeah,
it was. Yeah. That's a fun area.
Yeah.
The old Cafe Iguana. And,
Yeah, Iguanas, and even in Brooklyn, we used to do South Oxford Tennis Club, and we used to do.
Yeah, so you were really in that whole life, that whole world.
Yeah,
and
and the Bronx too. Bronx.
Yeah, so a way to make it into a career and something else.
Yeah,
You're a
yeah.
hustler, man. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, and it's kind of the same thing, because you kind of with comedy, how you kind of find find your persona, and
Right.
then you kind of.
Well, you got to be
always kind of-
dedicated.
yeah,
man. You got to
yeah.
be dedicated. It's a lot of hard work. Where'd you grow up?
I was a Brooklyn cat.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Grew up
Listen,
in
man,
Bed-Stuy.
I wish we had some more time for you, but come back. Why don't you come back next week or something? Come back
I'd love
anytime.
to, man.
Come and
Love to.
hang. Talk more about it. I do want to thank Owen Benjamin for coming in here. Watch him on, what is it, the thing with Steve Byrne? Sullivan and Son. Sullivan and Son. Great show, and he's great on it. What a funny guy. Hopefully he'll come back. The Doughboys, what a great band. Been around 50 years, like the Stones, the Doughboys. Check them out. Mohamed Sanu, Rutgers kid. Check him out. Hopefully he'll beat the Steelers. Him and the Bengals this upcoming weekend.
Oh, I think they will.
Chris Mannix is out in Las Vegas. Chris, real friend of the show, great at what he does, writing for Sports Illustrated. Sports Illustrated senior writer. He's out in Vegas. Is Chris Mannix covering the Mayweather fight? So hopefully he comes back okay. And Dante Nero, we love you, man. Come
thanks
back
for having
anytime,
me.
man.
All right, thanks for having me.
Dante Nero live on iTunes.
Yes,
That's it.
Dante
Thank you.
Nero live on iTunes. Mike Machete, thanks for plugging my book. Again, Crash and Burn. Pre-order it on Amazon. The Artie Lange Show. See you next week.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.